It's Friday today, and I'm coming to you from a weird angle because I left my tripod in my bike trailer, and it's there in the first place because I took it with me to the market to use, but I didn't really use it because filming in front of people is hard, and I decided to leave it there because maybe I'll be up to it tomorrow or the day after, but probably not. It's now the evening. I'm done with the market, and let's recap this crazy day. So I was very excited for this weekend because of how nice the weather is, and there was supposed to be pretty much no wind, so biking should have been amazing, and it was. Until my tire exploded. So I don't know if I told you, but so I got this bike trailer. I built it, and the second time I ever used it, I got a flat tire on the trailer because I biked through some kind of nail or pin or something, like it was stuck to the tire. It was bad. So I fixed that, and that was like either last week or the week before. It was very recently. Then there was rain and whatever, so I couldn't use it. And so I'm biking today, everything is great, I'm enjoying myself, and all of a sudden I'm hearing this really loud bang behind me. But yeah, it was really loud and scary, and I jumped, and of course I assumed that it's something to do with a car or like some construction or whatever. And yeah, I'm continuing biking and pretending it's not my problem. And there was a lady crossing the street with her kid, and she was like, your bike. So I was like, not me again. And it wasn't the bike, it was the trailer, but well, same thing. So last time it was just a flat tire. This time, like, the tire literally exploded. It was like ripped through, like on top of it. Should have taken a picture of that, but I was pretty stressed. So, and that happens in the middle of kind of on my way to the market. I'm probably closer to the market at this point than to home. So it's like what to do. Thankfully, it's a area that's very like populated. I expected there to be a lot of bike shops, and I went to the first one that I saw, and the guy there didn't have this size of tire, because for the bike trailer you need these smaller tires. It's not the same as for the bike. I guess they have different sizes, but anyway, he didn't have that. So I continued, and thankfully just around the corner there was another bike shop, and this time the guy had what I needed and he fixed it right away. It was so fast and he was very helpful. That was great, but it wasn't great to start the day with expenses. And yeah, it wasn't a lot, but it was like about half of the cost of the trailer. He said that it happened because the tire was too old, and I'm like, what do you mean too old? I bought this thing 2 weeks ago. It was like, although he said that the other one is fine, so I think maybe it just looked old because it was like busted. But whatever, so I have a new tire now, so hopefully that one will hold. I think what probably happened is maybe I pumped it too much, because I think that's when these things explode. But I have used it several times since I pumped it, and I'm also not sure whether this is the one with the puncture that I fixed or it's the other one. Like, I don't remember which one was which, but whatever. Anyway, I did that. I continued to the market, and as I was setting up, like, people started buying, which is, great, but like, it was very confusing. Like, the first half an hour it was chaos, but it was pretty nice. And yeah, this seems to become a pattern that I noticed. Like, at first when I start the market, it starts very strong, and then around noon it gets really slow until like the afternoon, when it kind of picks up again. So it kind of followed the same pattern, but all in all it was a good market. It went very well, which I also expect because of the really nice weather, which is why I was like, I don't care if I have to drag these things by hand, exploded tire or not, we're going to the market. Like, I don't care. But let this be the last accident, at least in a while. Like, I feel like every time I'm going, something is happening, and always this fucking trailer is the problem. But yeah, that kind of things happen at a market. On the more positive sides, people bought a lot of the frames that I bought, so now I'm kind of low on frames again, and I buy them from 2 different shops, and the one is kind of far away, so no way I bother with that, but the other one is close. So after I came home, I quickly went there to get more frames, and typically I will put the pictures in the frames at home, so I'm all set up for the market. But today I don't think I can be bothered, even though it's not such a big deal. But I think I'm just going to bring them as they are, and I'm going to put pictures in them tomorrow during the market, because in any case there's long stretches of time when nothing happens, so might have something to do at least. And I need to remember to trim my nails, because putting things and taking them out of frames is really not very nice for your nails. I also kind of got lucky with my spot on the market, because I was in shade the whole time, and on kind of the perpendicular side or whatever, where the sun hits directly. Like, people were baking there, and I was there last Sunday and it was not fun. So I hope I can get the same spot tomorrow, but we'll see. Let's have a nice day tomorrow, can we? Like, with no accidents, no adventures, no nothing. Can we do that? That would be amazing. Just a nice, strong day. Let's make a lot of money, because we need them to pay the rent and eat, and maybe some fun things, but probably not.